Alright, I think it's time we talk about something that so many of you guys have been asking. Moto, what in the hell happened with the e-bike? Here's the update. So the reason why it's been so long on giving you guys an update is because we had to figure out what was wrong with it. And we've been so busy. We had a family emergency a while back. So we just had to put the e-bike off to the side, and we were also looking at a dirt bike to buy. Now that that's out of the way, so we finally sat in the garage, my dad and I, we figured out what was wrong with the e-bike. And it could be a lot worse. It's not that bad, but you guys are going to want to watch the whole video. Before we get into it, you guys could probably realize that some stuff is moved around in the garage. So the 450 used to be in the big garage, and then the Harley, the 250, and the 125 used to be in this garage, and then the e-bike was in the other garage with the 450. Now the 450 and the 250 are in this garage, and then the Harley, the 125, and the e-bike are in the big garage. I love having just the two bikes in here, because you could just walk around a lot more, because the Harley is really big, so it takes up so much room. Anyway, so yeah, here's the 125, here's the Harley, here's the e-bike. And let's go over what is officially wrong with my e-bike. Alright, so we moved the e-bike over here so I can explain everything better. For those who don't know what was wrong with the e-bike, whenever I was turning the pedals, the wheel wouldn't move. The pedals would move, but the wheel wouldn't. My guess was that there's something that's being attached to the motor that makes it turn. And my guess was that it just clicked out of place, or the screw fell off, or the screw broke, or something. I was right. And you were wrong. So this is the motor right here, and this is the hub for it with the gears on it. The hub is not correctly attached to this because it broke. So the motor works completely fine. It's the hub that is broken. You guys see that right there? That piece broke off, and that's why the hub isn't connected to the motor. What it's supposed to be is when you pedal the bike, the gears turn, and then the motor starts turning with the gears. So I know you guys are probably thinking, Moto, that's such an easy fix. It is, but it's complicated. The reason why it's complicated is because although G-Max is kind of a known brand e-bike, it's not as known as Suron or Ultra B or Talaria or anything like that. It's not as known, so it's going to be harder to try to find the part that we need. We would probably have to get it off of eBay or Amazon or even Facebook Marketplace, which I'm totally fine with that. Maybe not Facebook Marketplace because I definitely don't want to get a used motor. Wait, why do you have to get a used motor? I thought the hub was just broken. You cannot buy the hub separately, which is bullshit, but it kind of makes sense. So we would buy it off of eBay, hopefully off of eBay, and we would buy it brand new because I don't want to get a used motor. Now, the nice thing about having a G-Max that isn't that known is that their stuff is pretty cheap. Their motor is only like $200. So here's what I'm saying. This could be a lot worse. Their motor could be like $500, and the motor could have just blown. So many of the haters out there are like, "Oh, your e-bike is broken because it's an Amazon e-bike." The motor didn't break. The motor is the reason why the hub disconnected from the motor is because when I was on vacation, I was jumping this bike off of curbs and on speed bumps. And when I landed, I obviously landed the bike in the wrong way, or maybe I was pressing, or maybe the pedals were turning while the bike was landing and it snapped. Bike didn't break because the brand sucks. This bike broke because I suck. So I know a little bit ago, I said this bike is kind of a known brand bike. Here's why. There is so many e-bikes that I see, and they have the exact same parts as this bike. And I'm talking like pretty known brand e-bikes. There's so many e-bikes that I see out there that have the same seat as mine, the same grips, the same headlight, same dash. Okay, Moto, why does that matter? It's because G-Max doesn't go on Temu to find parts to build their e-bikes. That means that G-Max finds really good quality parts to build their e-bikes, which makes me feel a whole lot better. The video where a lot of you guys are going to be getting upset, I want to sell the e-bike, and here's why. So ever since the e-bike's been broken, obviously I haven't been riding it. I don't really miss riding it. Now, when I fractured my ankle, I couldn't ride my dirt bike for about 2 to 3 months. I missed riding it every single day. But as it goes for the e-bike, I just don't really miss it that much. I miss it. I miss being able to ride to my P.O. box to go pick up packages, to ride to my local park, to just make, e-bike videos with it. I miss that, but I don't miss it a lot. So this e-bike we bought off of Amazon for $700. But it was $1,000 because shipping is hell of expensive for big packages like this. If I were to sell it, I would sell this e-bike for about $400. Obviously, we would fix the part that needs to be fixed before we sell it. And we don't have to be like, oh, it has a brand new motor in it because the old motor broke. The motor didn't break, it's the hub that broke. People wouldn't be as concerned about a hub being People wouldn't be as concerned about a new hub being added than a whole new motor. Let's thank the sponsor of today's video. This video is sponsored by AOT Racing. AOT Racing is actually a company that I signed with for the 2024 and 2025 season. I am going to be racing motocross with my new 250. Not a lot, but I am going to be doing some races. I just joined the AOT Racing team about this July. Off with their amazing jerseys. And you can also get your custom name and number on the back. I did not do it for this jersey, but I will definitely be doing it for my next one. Another amazing thing AOT is known for is their goggles. I've never tried clear lens goggles before, but I've been using these recently and they're absolutely amazing. If you look right here, you have 2 types of padding. So this black padding right here that's sitting on the top is going to be just for comfort. And then that gray padding right there on the bottom is going to be to soak up all the sweat. So that way your goggles aren't all wet and slimy and sticky after you ride. You'll also get them in tinted goggles as well. And you can get any AOT strap you want. I went for the white and black because it just looks so good. And the best part about AOT is that they're a veteran-owned company, meaning that all the money that you guys spent on AOT's website goes to a great cause. As I'm filming this video, today is Veterans Day. Anyone out there who's a veteran, thank you guys so much for your service, and that is why I respect AOT a bunch. They don't just have jerseys and goggles, they have pit shirts, they have hats, they have stickers, they have canopies, they have umbrellas, they have bags, they even sell helmets, and they also sell pants as well. AOT is definitely my #1 choice when it comes to picking out gear for the new race season. And not even race season, I also do trail riding as well. AOT is amazing for that. And these sick jerseys, you guys can go to AOT.com. Grab yourself some things. Make sure you go check them out. This e-bike works amazing. It really does. I only have 150 miles on it because I've been riding the dirt bike a lot. You guys, the reason why I got this e-bike is so I can ride something during the week when I can't ride my dirt bike. So do I know if I'm going to sell it right now? No. When will I know? When this bike gets fully fixed, I'll know if I decide to sell it or not. And this bike was a gift from my parents for my 14th birthday. So it is up to my parents to decide if I get to keep the money or not. If I do decide to sell it, and if I do get to keep the money, I would put the money towards a new motocross helmet, because for those who don't know, every 4 to 5 years you should replace your motocross helmet. And I would put it towards getting a new laptop for editing. But like I said, I don't know if I even want to sell it yet. I'm going to figure that out when the bike gets fixed. Also, any money that I have left over is going to get put into the 125 because, you guys, I want to ride this bike again. I want to use this bike as a pit bike, and trust me, I will. One day. All right, let's put this funky shit back.